Raja and A.C. Earl take 1-3-2-1. The strength of the Boston Celtics in the 1980s would eventually prove to be their downfall. The 80s, of course, were full of people like Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Dennis Johnson. But they were so good they could never draft up high enough in the draft to get a quality big player. Now they have two, Iowa rookie A.C. Earl and the man from Croatia, Dino Raja. Hello, 3-2-1. There has been, though, one constant for the Celtics throughout the 80s and into the 1990s, and he's none other than number 00 there. Okay, 3-2-1. There has been one constant, though, with the Boston Celtics throughout the glory years of the 80s and into the 1990s, and he's none other than 00 himself, Robert Parrish. We can just do it right here. If you want, if you think you can get him. I got him. Okay, 3-2-1. The Detroit Pistons had Bill Laimbeer. The San Antonio Spurs have Dennis Rodman. But the biggest man of them all, the enforcer himself, is the X-Man, Xavier McDaniel.
Jacksonville 7B Brown. Quarter. So we got one at the buzzer, right?
Yeah.
But
What's on top of you?
our defense, we're like sieves out there. The opponents get to the middle, they drive on us. It's the parting of the Red Sea out there. And when we try to drive, seems like the opponent's always there stopping us. And there was a foul differential tonight.
David took 23 by himself. I think Nicholas took 10.
We just don't take the ball and be aggressive. It's tough to win in this game unless you can get to the foul line and play some defense. You got to get stops. You can't allow the opponent every trip down the floor to get to the foul line. And you got to be able to make defensive stops without fouling people. And you got to rely not only on yourself but your teammates to play good defense.
It seems like the opposing centers have been putting up some big numbers on you lately. Some of the concerns I have.
Big concern. And we played on Robert for quite a while, and we can use that as an excuse, but now Robert's back, and he needs a blow sometime. We need somebody to go out there and then do something. But it's just the defensive intensity is there for certain periods of time, and then it fades. I don't see any easy games on my schedule. If you know anything, let me know.
You guys weren't predicted to do much. You started off and you were fairly good, a little bit over 500. Now you're just a little bit below. What are you guys going to have to do the rest of the season?
It begins with defense. Anything you can talk about, it all begins with defense. You've got to be able to stop your opponent. And there are times where we do, and we're in there, we're hanging tough, and then all of a sudden the defense just disappears.
Third, then didn't seem to score for a while.
Well, defense for one thing. Defense wasn't really that great tonight. Any time a team shoot 51%, and really did a good job. Even when we did do a good job, they made some tough shots too. David Roberts was uncanny tonight. He was tough, very tough. So he single-handedly just kicked our butts, and those guys, they fill in very nicely for him tonight, but we just got to get back to the basics, playing tough defense, helping out. We have to get out and we have to run a little bit more, and that means we have to get on the boards a little bit harder. So all those things are stopping us from winning. Then also when we start losing, one thing about losing is that it gets tougher. When you lose, it gets tougher and tougher. When you're winning, everything is easy, and it's great to play basketball. But when you're losing, that's when basketball get tough, and that's when you have to really grind it out. I mean, they scored 99 points, and we didn't score by 85. So, so we still played some pretty good defense. We kept the score low, but we're not just out there dominating no one, and that's what we're doing when we're 6-2. We didn't win by many, but we're on the boards, we're running, we're creating things for each other, ourselves, and we're not getting none of those things now.
What about Phoenix tomorrow night? It's not like you mentioned a minute ago that it's tough, and now you look right into the teeth.
So you're scratching my head, and we got Phoenix, so and they're the most explosive team in the league, and we have to come ready to play, be tough and physical. And those guys can be launching threes. I mean, they're gonna be shooting from everywhere, and we just got to go out and play hard. And I think we can defeat anybody if we go out and play hard, night in and night out. But it's easy to talk about it, but that's the easy part. Going out and playing is the hard part. And right now, we're making basketball very hard for us.
So what about getting to the line 23 times?
Well, when you reach on the guys as good as David Robinson, he's going to draw that foul. You have to be able to play good position defense and just slide your feet, get your hands up, and at the same time, the weak side help got to come in and try to at least force him to pass the basketball to someone else.
So wasn't a whole lot expected of this team to begin with. You came on early on, you were above 500, now you're at or near 500, but you're talking about you got to get toughened up on defense.
Well, I mean, we're proving everybody right now. We're proving everybody wrong. And, I think early in the year, it seemed like we had to prove something. I don't know if we've stopped having that feeling that we have to prove things to people. Hopefully, maybe we need to get that attitude back, that we need to prove to people that we can play hard and we can go out and win against good teams and bad teams. And right now we're struggling. We're beginning to play a lot of tough teams now. That first month, man, we didn't have a lot of tough teams on the schedule. Now we're getting a lot of tough teams. We're just not responding. And trip doesn't get any easier from here.
A couple of times screamers with you wish you guys were playing that kind of toughness?
Well, basketball, what's the difference between just being aggressive and his type of aggressiveness? It's no different. You just got to go out and play. And you have to play with some meaning and with some force. And, when you say aggressiveness like Dennis, he has a lot of enthusiasm, and we got to come that way and make the game exciting too. But basketball, you just got to go out and play hard, and when you play hard, good things are happening to you. And I don't think the guys are playing hard, but we got to even play hard. We got to start knocking people on their asses. We got to start being physical. When that little scrimmage happened, we came right back out of it, and we were right, boom, boom, boom. And I think we cut it like 8 or 9. But then as soon as we make a run, we let the opposition get a run. And that's what we got to learn not to do. Every time we make our runs, we let another team make a run. Even when we're winning against teams, we'll go 10-0 run. They come back with a 14-0 run. So that's been the type of season that we've had all year.
A couple of weeks ago,
Are you just pissed at him or what?
No, he pushed her. I got to protect my quarterback. And but knowing Dennis, he's so hyper. He ain't gonna do shit no harm. And so, he didn't do nothing, so I didn't do nothing. I just told him, don't push my point guard. And I think something happened with Sherman and Sleepy Floyd, and I think maybe he was trying to get back at Sherman, but I'm gonna get back at him. Kick his ass.
A couple of weeks ago, you were playing with some butterfly bandages on your eyes, and I think one of the commentators said that you were the meanest-looking man in basketball. Do you like that kind of description about yourself?
Me, myself, I just play basketball, and I play extremely hard. That's all I can do. People see me as a enforcer, but they don't take the time to look at my credentials and what I've done while I've been in basketball. As an individual, I believe I've done a lot. I've scored over 12,000 points, working on 5,000 rebounds. So I've had a very, very solid career. And the only thing missing is an NBA championship, ring. That's it.
Playing against Dennis Rodman, does that pump you up a little bit more?
Oh yes, because I got my work cut out for me. And I have to work extremely hard to keep him off the boards and playing real physical. And it's a challenge for me every night to go out and play against him or any other of the forwards. And but I think when a guy has a more name, I think I tend to concentrate, and that's what I wanted to come into this season doing, is concentrating on each game a little bit more and being a little bit more focused and trying to make sure that Chris Ford can understand what he's getting from me night in and night out. So far, I thought I've been fairly consistent as far as offensively. My defense have sucked at times this year, but I believe it's picking up again.
What about the rest of the season?
Anything about shots not falling, so offense goes and comes. But nothing you can do about that. But no excuse for defense, because defense is mental. You just got to have mental toughness out there. And that's something that we're not displaying right now.
We're hearing from the coach, we're hearing from X that you guys need to get tougher, get tighter. You got tough out there for a while, but...
Oh, for a while, we act like a bunch of women out there. Tell me there's a couple shots, and then we go in the tank. You got to be mentally tough out there. We're supposed to be professionals. And our defensive effort in the second half, we should be embarrassed by our effort in the second half. We were right there. And we just caved in defensively, and that's the difference in the ball game right there. We didn't get it done defensively, and they did. The Spurs, you're giving them a lot of credit because they definitely got mentally tough defensively, and we didn't.
Did the skirmish pump you guys up? It seems like you cut it down there for a while, and they got the lead back up to double digits.
Well, you would like to think that it would, but obviously it didn't. Just a momentary thing. something like that should motivate you to go out and kick some butt. When there's an altercation or you're verbally abusing one another. But it worked for them, and it worked for us.
So what do you do, Robert? I mean, how do you turn it around? What do you? Does it have to come from within?
You're not playing well. You just got to play hard. You just got to work yourself out of it. Hard work. All you can get yourself out of a funk is hard work. Just got to be mentally tough, and that's 1 through 12. And right now we don't have that, and that's why we're struggling.
As the captain of this team, as the chief, as the senior man in the NBA, what can you do to get your team to bring themselves out of this funk?
Well, you can always talk to them, and without preaching, trying to be a father figure to them. Hopefully they'll listen to what not only myself but what the coaching staff have to say. And just have some individual pride. First of all, you got to have individual pride, and then come together team-wise and collectively get it done. Because we're not good enough individually to get it done, so we got to do it collectively.
Do you feel like you're carrying the team on your shoulders?
Well, I'm struggling myself, but like I said, I don't think we're good enough to do it individually. It got to be a team effort. If we do it team-wise, we'll be all right. And that's what we need, a team effort.
Thank you. I forgot to ask you something earlier. What kind of physical toughness has Dennis brought to this team? It was pretty obvious out there tonight because we usually don't see the Spurs get into a skirmish with people.
I think Dennis is he's a all business type individual, and he doesn't want to talk any friendship or anything before the game and during the game. And he's all about getting the job done and getting people out of your face. And I think that kind of toughness is what he brings. You got to respect the way that he can pull down as many rebounds as he does, and the work ethic that he has. He is unbelievable during the games, and I think that if guys are going to emulate something, that's a great thing for them to do. Come out and play with that type of intensity, and that's an edge we haven't had. I think we've had some violent people here, but not with that same kind of playing intensity. And I think that you have to respect a player's game in order to respect what they do on the floor, all that other stuff. And sometimes Dennis seems, maybe like he steps a little over the edge, but I think he knows what he's doing. I think a lot of the things that he does are orchestrated to get us to understand that sometimes you got to be a little bit over the edge. Maybe we're not close enough to the edge.
He gets all the rebounds. That frees you up for the scoring. He leads the league in rebounds. You're second in scoring. Is that what the Spurs want to do?
Yeah.
Close. Okay. That's right. So now you both lead your league in your own categories. Is that what you want to do? Is that what it's going to take for the Spurs to go further than they've gone before?
Well, I think he's got to rebound, and I've got to put the ball in the basket. I mean, that's a given. I don't know about leading the league. That doesn't matter. But for our team, we all have to do the things that we can bring to the table, and those are something that we know we can do. And night in and night out, we have to do it. I have to play defense. I have to block shots, intimidate people, clog up the lane. Dennis has to help me with that stuff. Dennis has to rebound. He has to be intense defensively. If we can continue to do that night in and night out, I think these other guys can begin to pick up and say, hey, these guys know what their job is. They do it extremely well, and that's something that we can follow along. And when we get that kind of consistency from 12 guys, we'll be pretty good.
You got a big lift tonight from Vinny. He usually doesn't perform exactly like he did tonight. Did that help free up things on the inside?
No question. I think with Vinny, Vinny is just the type of player. I think you have to have him on the floor and get him a feel for the game, because he's so effective when not many people can guard him. Not many guards, especially because he's a big guard. He can shoot over people. He's a great shooter, so he can free up a lot of things. And like you said, we don't usually get that from him. So him coming in and starting, I think, gave us a different dimension and a different look tonight.
Thank you very much.